Hi guys, it's Aegis here. So today I'm here with a lyrical deck profile. So I will be covering a total of two profile at least. That with physical cards because I did bought some stuff from my friend because he got a lot. So at least he can share me some. And today what I'm going to cover is a song counterpart, which is Loronerol. So it's the cat play songs, and it's kind of a new way of playing orders, kind of, because it's still set order but a little bit different way. And when I see all the builds, I think this is the most interesting one to play with. Some are quite straightforward, like the Dragonoid, the Earnest Connect, or correct. That one is quite easy to play. Gems are also quite easy to play, so I'd rather try something different. Of course, this deck, some people might also think is quite strong and not involve a lot of thinking, but actually you do need to do a little bit of thinking when to use orders and such, because this also including in your deck build, which I will talk in a bit, that quite affects how you actually play the game. So talk about the right line. First, of course, we do have each grade of our Loronerol. The grade 1, when right on top by the grade 2, you can get a grade 1 song from your deck, or call or play from hand. Actually put them, not actually play. So if you do have multiple orders, you can still do your normal order play. That is once per turn. So total you can actually place 2 orders while you are on grade 1 to grade 2 and grade 2 to grade 3. That is something you can do. But of course, if you don't have, that doesn't matter. And if you place one from hand with their skills, you get to draw one back. And if you search from your deck to place one, then you shuffle your deck. Yeah, so basically these are what the right line do. And if you on grade 2 you do have a face-up song, which you will, because if you use the right line you will have one at least, and you can sing the songs with these grades yet, so you can basically get the 5k for free. And once you get into the grade 3, then you can start singing songs by come out of sing one and choose one of your face-up order, that is song, in your set order zone, and sing it. So once you activate the skills, you look at the song's skills and actually run through the text, except on plays, and after that is complete, the song is considered sung and complete. Then you're trying to face down, and because you only can sing face-up songs, so once you used, they basically gone until you do have something to flip them face up, which this deck also includes. But if not, then that's it for your songs. And she also gets a second skill, which is when she attacks as a Vanguard, and if you do have 2 or more face down song cards or order cards in order zone, then you can choose one of your face up songs and sing it. During a battle, your opponents cannot use Sentinel to guard. So this skill actually doesn't forcing you to sing a song first in order to use that. So even if you don't have any face-up songs to sing, but you do have 2 face-down cards in your order zone, you can still use this skill, which is quite good, because blocking Sentinels, even when the attack is weak, can at least force some cards. And also this second skills, as long as you do have 2 face down, you don't need to counterblast one to sing a song, unless you really need that skill during your main phase, which might involve drawing cards or whatever. But if you don't, then just leave it to sing with the second skill, and then you can at least save yourself one counterblast cost. Yeah, so go through the right line already, and now let's go into the main deck. First, we do one personal right, so there's 3 more Loronerol. You won't need the grade 1 and 2 anymore, because they are basically skills that involve in the Vanguard circle, so you don't need care about that too much. And next I'm running two of the Luce. At first, if you do have a look of my fight video, I was using Philomena, which Philomena allows you to play an extra order for the turn when you call her. So it's like you call her, then for that turn you can actually play one order. At that time I was trying to see if it is like a worthy choice, because we do play a lot of set orders, and well, those are also playing orders. This actually, sometimes when I do have a lot of orders in hand, this is a way to help me play some orders there. And when all my orders are face down and I do have something to face them, put them face up one of the songs, and if I have two of them, then I can just play two of them and unflip two, and then sing one, and then use the second skill to sing another one, which is possible. But in the end, I do want a little bit more power, so I switched to Luce instead. So her skill is during your turn, when for each card in your order zone, she will get plus 2k. So it's quite easy to achieve. Basically, as long as you on grade 3 she is at 15k. As long as you have something that is 8k, then she already hit key numbers. And even better. So yeah. So that's our grade 3s. In entering grade 2s, first, this is a card that you do need, Equinoa. She is a triple rare, so if you want to build this deck, you at least need to find her first before you find other pieces, I think. Her skill is so strong, which is once per turn. When this unit attacks, during the turn, if your Vanguard did sing a song, for the turn get plus 5k. And as an extra, if you do counterblast one and drop one card from your hand, you get to draw 2 cards. So it's a way to increase your hand size, dropping something that you don't want, maybe a drop trigger, maybe some extra songs, but most of the time you do want to keep your songs in your hand so you can keep singing every turn. But if you do have too much and you don't have guide value, then at least she's here for you to drop something, to try to at least aim for 2 more cards, and those might be able to help you. And she is a 15k attacker, so which is quite good. One thing is, her skill is actually once per turn. So say if you don't have any open counterblast, when you attack with her and you choose to plus 5k, and after that if you can counter charge and you attack with her again by somehow you withstand her or something, she already gained the 5k, she already run the skill, so you can't actually say I counterblast one and draw, discard one and draw 2, because the once per turn is already gone. So you do need to be very, very careful on your timing to declare to use it or not. Make sure if you can counter charge and you do want to use her skill, save it a little bit later. That's some personal advice, because I do see some plays that already use that and miss the timing because you already declared to use her skill already, and after that you can counter charge, but you can't actually call that skill again because it's once per turn. Yeah. Next, another key card to the deck, which is Dance Score Ermel. So she is a card that you really, really need in your deck. I tried to find a 4th place, but so far I can't, unless I cut some of her for now, or maybe cut some order cards, but at least 3. If you can, go for 4. So her skill is when she's placed on the Guardian Circle, so you can place her from hand or intercept to the Guardian Circle. Then Soul Blast 1, and for each order card you have in your order zone, during the battle this unit will get plus 5k shield. So which is very, very important. She helps you to actually, yeah, so she is your very important shield. If you have a lot of orders, one of her can even be bigger than triggers, because usual triggers maximum is 15k. As long as you have 2 set orders, then you already have a 15k shield through her by soul blasting 1. which you will of course play more, and you guarantee at least 2 of them. So easy to be at least as strong as a trigger shield value, and a more potential if you are placing more orders. During a long game, when you place like 5 orders and such, if you can, then she can at least get 25k and become like a 30k shield, which is very, very nice. So do save her in your hand sometimes, and try to use her to guard when you really in a very bad moment that you need to just drop a big shield, or you get guard restricts for sentinels or anything. Then yeah, she's here to help you out. And entering good ones. First, a classic prince, Harriet. It's basically a flirting beater, as long as you have 2 or more cards in your order zone, which is easy with this deck. You have 2 at least, so she can be a flirting beater, flirting booster. I choose her over other units because it's so easy to be flirting K, and at least she can be an attacker when you have like nothing left on the field. You can just put her to front and at least see something. So just simple and useful. And next, 3 of the Spirits Recharge Louisa. Some people might aim to play 4, but I think 3 is enough. Her skill is when she boosts, if your Vanguard did sing a song during the battle plus 5k. And if she's in the center back row, then you can also countercharge 1. So her uses is to help you save your counterblast, so you can basically use her, or at least unlock the counterblast that used by your Loronerol. Then you can sing a song again next turn, which is a good cycle. So you do need at least 3 of her, and her 5k is given to you extra whenever she boosts. So she can just be a 11k booster to any of your regards. Hopefully can help you hit a lot more key numbers. Yep. And then I just have 4 PGs, basically any PGs from Lyrical you want, because my friend do have a lot, but I don't want to basically just clear up part of her his collection. So I just picked 1 of each, and since I'm playing casually with this deck anyway, I'm not taking it to like tournament or anything, so it won't bother me too much. But if you are like going to use this deck for tournaments and such, then I suggest you to pick one of the choice and just use it, so that when you fill up your deck list, you won't get trouble. And when people check your decks, at least they just, okay, 4 PGs, that's easy. When you see like this, then it might take them a little bit more time, so rather not do that if you are going to use this list in a tournament. Okay, next, starting with songs. So starting from the strongest, which is a 6 flower fractals, which I usually just call this order winter. We do have 4 types of song orders, which represent spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So this card represents winter, so you can see snows here. This is like the strongest song orders that you have with this deck. So the order is, when this card is placed on the order zone, then you can choose one of a face down card from your order zone and turn it face up. You don't have to, but you can. And this is how you recycle your songs and make them useful again. And also the second skill is a order zone skill. When this card is sung, and for each face down order cards you have in your order zone, when you sing this card, you can stand that number of regards, and for each regard that you stand with this effect, your Vanguard will get 10k each. So usually when you sing this order, you can stand 2 regards and at least plus 20k to your Vanguard. If you have more, then you can stand more and get more 10Ks. And just a little note, when you play song cards is you first run through the effects while they are face up, and after that, when the effects is cleared, completed, then you turn it face down. So some people might mistaken that I sing this song, I turn it face down, and I have 2 more face down songs, so I can restand 3. No, it's when you sing this, you have, say you have 2, then you can restand 2 first, resolve the effect, and then you turn it face down. So that is totally different than, say, declare, face down, and then count 3. No, it's sing, count at the moment while this is face up still, complete the effect, turn it face down. So you do need some time to set up to restand as much as you can and give power. So do be careful with this order, because you only have 4, and you do want to win as fast as possible. So there are times that when you place this order, you don't turn anything face up, so that you can keep at least 2 to sing your songs. But if you need to really do it, then do it. And then next, I believe this is autumn, Crimson Runway, unless it's spring, but I probably say it's autumn, correct me if I'm wrong. So this order is when this card is placed on the order zone, when your opponent is a grade 3 or higher Vanguard, then you can draw 1. Which, if you're going first, this is never going to happen when you first place this card using your grade 2 skill to place this card to your order zone, because your opponents will never be a grade 3 Vanguard. But when the game keeps going, and when your opponent is on grade 3 and then you place this order, you at least can draw a card back. But the most important part for this card is when this card is being sung, then you can choose one of your Vanguard and +1 critical, which combined with Loronerol's card restrictions and also your 6 flowers, then you can put a very high power attack with crit, with sentinel restrictions, and usually this is how you win games. Yeah. And next is a card that I believe is Summer, which is the Sound of Waves at Twilight. So not a lot of people using this card, but I do like to use this card because first, when this card is placed on order zone, I can get my Vanguard to +5k, so at least I can adjust my numbers when my Vanguard don't have any boost. And when this card is sung, you can choose all of your front row units at +5k, which sometimes I do need to boost my units a little bit more, so I'd rather have something that can help me do that. Some people don't like this order. Just ranking is not very impressive, but instead I like to have more orders, so I'm also running this card. And now this should be the card that I think is Spring, unless these 2 are not. This is not autumn spring, this is not spring is autumn, but yeah, again, correct me if I'm wrong. So this is Innocent Happiness. It's the only grade 1 songs that you have that you can pull with your grade 1 Loronerol, so you do have to have at least 1. So this order is easy. When you place it, nothing happens, and when you sing this song, you draw 1 and get your Vanguard +5k. So basically this is a card that you first going to sing with your Loronerol when you have nothing face down, and when you need to sing songs, unless you really want to gain a crit and crush early. But usually this is where you go for first, or maybe this. Yeah. So these are songs that I am using. 9 orders can consider a little bit a lot, but you really do need that much orders, because without this, all your songs, once you use them, they're gone. So we do want to increase our set orders, and sometimes they go to damage. Sometimes you really need to discard it for something else, so I'm preparing a little bit more orders, so at least I have some backup if I need to. Yeah. In entering triggers, first, over trigger, click anything you like. I like the clam art, so there we go. And then crits, so 8 crits, and then 3 draws and 4 heals. We do have a lot of draw power with Equinoa, so 3 draws I think is enough, and you really would want to push higher. And when your Vanguard can gain crit, can have Sentinel, guard restrictions, or even without the crit, you do want to use this chance to push your opponents as much as you can. Like 1 strike, finish them off. That's what you want to do. So more crits helps you finish the game easier. And if your opponents really decided to put a lot of resources to guard your Vanguard attacks, like when she's like 49, 59, anything, and then you put all the crits and power to your Regas and force them to drop more guards, this can really flip the table around. And the next turn, if you can turn your orders face up again and gain crit again and withstand and gain power again and push again, your opponent probably won't be able to take that. Or if you push them hard enough so that they're on 5th damage, then your Vanguard attack will become very, very crucial, that they need to guard, but they can't guard it easily with just a PG. So yeah, this is something that you really need to think through, when to use which units, what to place, what to keep, what you can drop to draw more cards, the sequence to use different songs, to use different orders. There's a lot of things that you need to think about. And if you do have a good mindset, you do have a good setup, then this deck can actually go to a very good position in the meta and help you win games. It can. Because I do see some lists using this to top. Probably not exactly this build, something a little bit different, but I think most people are using kind of a similar lineup. Some people might want to take out the draws so that they can put something like fronts or maybe even more crits, but I do want to give myself some room to get more cards, and they won't be a waste. You just drop her with your Equinoa, then you can draw more cards. So I don't see a too bad of a side effect when using draw triggers. But crit is still a main, and if you really can pull a over trigger during your turn and give all your Regas plus 10k forever whenever you reach your turn, it will help you win games a lot easier. But of course, you don't need that, and you can still win games. Yeah, so that's basically the deck profile. Let me know if you have any questions, and I am still getting parts for my second deck, and once I get that, then I will actually make a deck profile. And yeah, that's it for me today. Thanks to you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Signing off.